Hey cruising peeps, it's Amanda here with Show Special Features. Today I want to tell you a little bit about our spreadsheet, our cruise spreadsheet. We keep track of all of our cruises, how much they cost, which ones was the most expensive, which ones was the least expensive, which ones had the greatest space ratio. I'll tell you a little bit about all that. And we also track our ports and our excursions that we've done. This idea came for me to make this video after D&J from ParaDJ put their spreadsheets up of their port excursions they've done and their hotels that they've stayed at. So a lot of people asked to see my spreadsheet after I made a comment on their video. So I'm going to show you a little bit about my spreadsheet. So my spreadsheet has the sail date, the ship, the number of days, if we booked with the travel agent or directly with the cruise line, the number of guests in each room, the room type, the cabin number, so if we really liked it we can book that room again. I keep up with the cruise fare and the port fees, how much our gratuities were, how much onboard credit we got, the cost per person per day, which is a formula that I use. It basically adds the cruise fare, port fees and taxes plus the gratuities, and it subtracts the onboard credit, divides that by the number of days, and then divide that by the number of passengers in the room. And so that gives you your cost per day. Here you can see our cheapest cruise was our very first cruise on the Carnival Elation at $58.79 a day. And so far our most expensive cruise has been the Carnival Miracle at $165.38 per day. But that was a balcony room, so balconies are more expensive. As for the space ratio, the ship space ratio kind of gives you an idea of how crowded the ship is. Usually the higher the ratio, the better. The ship space ratio, by definition, is the enclosed space measured in cubic feet per passenger. So you basically take the gross tonnage and divide that by the guest capacity. Well, different websites have different guest capacities and all that. So I use cruisemapper.net to see what the space ratio is. And the worst space ratio has been the Sunshine and the Triumph at 27. So that may be part of the reason why we didn't like the Sunshine as much as other people. It just seemed really crowded. But you can see in my spreadsheet, you know, all the different numbers that I've kept up with, and some of these are our future cruises. On the next tab I have excursions, and I list the port, the ship, the sail month and the year, what excursion we did, if we did it through the cruise line or with an independent or third party. And I'll go ahead and list all of my future cruises. So some things have question marks, they're up in the air, we're not 100% on those just yet. And I also list all of the ports in those Caribbean islands, because one day I want to make it to all of them. And at the bottom I also have departure ports, so I can keep up with how many times I've been out of Miami, how many times I've been out of Mobile, New Orleans, etc. A couple other things that I keep up with is gratuity increases. Just from my reference, I think it's interesting to see trends in that. Me being a data analyst, this stuff just really appeals to me. Price drops, I like seeing, you know, when we book Early Saver, how much our cruise rate goes down over time. So I keep up with those on a separate tab. And yeah, that's pretty much what I do. I'll put a link to cruisemapper.net so you can see the space ratios on your ships. And I'll also provide a link to my spreadsheet if you want to download it and plug in your own numbers. You can do that. If you want to just look at it more, that's fine too. So happy cruising. Bye.